we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here for Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest episode, TJ Johnson and I talk about the latest goings on with Xbox and the controversy there. Also, as well, the controversy surrounding the main event at WrestleMania. And of course, some great things going on with our picks for the Super Bowl, which you can also hear at Inside Sports Fantasy Football. So catch the Pop Culture Cosmos and the Inside Sports Fantasy Football crew wherever you get your podcast. What's up, Empire Jeff? How's it going? Blue Magic, what's up? Woo-hoo! Lakers and Pelicans coming up tonight. Let's see if they can get it done. Home back-to-back after the debacle, the way they closed out the Denver game last night, having come back to tie the game and unfortunately falling just a bit short. Let's see what they can do with the New Orleans Pelicans tonight as they face off against them in a back-to-back. Truly appreciate everyone being here. It is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching this. Truly support all of our good friends, including Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Yo! Of course, also as well, Empire Jeff TV, Lakers in 5. Of course, also as well, do not forget the John McCallion channel and John Costa's channel as well. Not one, but two great channels, Lakers Corner and Clutch Talk. Plus our good friends, Laker Tom and Jamie Sweet. They are at Lakerholics.com. Empire Jeff TV says Pels punished the Clippers on Wednesday night. Yes, and got a day's rest in the same city. Might be a tough one. Absolutely, Jeff. Yes, the odds have the New Orleans Pelicans right now at a 3.5-point favorite. For when I was looking at the odds, I think about an hour ago, heading into tonight's game. Always fun when you're an underdog at your own home. So, yes, the New Orleans Pelicans with a day's rest, coming off a victory against the Clippers. Yeah, definitely going to see what we can do. A team that is actually above us in the Western Conference standings. So, yes, it is a must-win today. We do not want to go back down to the dreaded 500. Absolutely not. Good news, though, and before I do tell you what the good news is, please go ahead and like and subscribe to get the latest notifications on when we go live on the air with the latest Lakers Fast Break podcast. But it is right there. Yeah, click on the little Joe. It's okay. He won't go owie. Go ahead and click on him today to get the latest notifications when we go live with the latest Lakers Fast Break podcast. I do want to say, though, again, the Lakers are facing off against the New Orleans Pelicans. But the good news is that after the tune-up procedure, which kept him out of the lineup last night, miraculously, 24 hours later, D'Angelo Russell feels good enough to go for tonight. I do want to also mention that Max Christie did undergo an MRI on his right ankle, and the team is awaiting the results. He will be examined by Lakers doctors tonight at the arena, so we will see what the outcome is of the MRI for Max Christie. And I also got word about Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish will be cleared to ramp up on-court activity after missing time with left soreness. They hope he can return back to game action after the All-Star break. So yes, D'Angelo is in. Cam Reddish and Max Christie are still out. Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent as well. Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is Gerald Glassford. Lakers 60, 1973. What's up? Appreciate you being here. I wanted to thank you. You sent, I guess, what was it? I forget what it is you mentioned. You mentioned it and ahead of a lot of other people. And I wanted to say thank you for doing that in the chat, like about 2-3 days ago. So I appreciate you giving us a heads up. So I wanted to give you credit for that, but I forgot what that was. Gosh darn it, because I was hoping you would appear the next day, and you didn't. So I'm glad you're here now. Zangerstein, Z, what's up? Great job yesterday at the trade deadline. Cannot thank you enough for your help and your analysis at the trade deadline. Hi, guys. They have 0 point of attack defenders left. Yes, Prince is not a point of attack defender. Sad for Max, but maybe use Mays and communicate because of Alvarado. Again, as I said last night, Z, how sad is it when we have to rely on Skylar Mays when you have Jalen Hood-Schifino and Maxwell Lewis sitting on the bench. Absolutely just terrible draft picks by the Lakers. I know you still think that Maxwell Lewis might have some bright spotlight somewhere, maybe deep in, maybe his career somewhere down the line, maybe even as early as next year. But yeah, he's not helping us now, and that's the problem. And let's see what we can go ahead and maybe do from there. But tonight's game is against the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, Zion Williamson and Jonas Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas was out for the second half, but it looks like he will be playing in tonight's game along with Zion Williamson. It looks like they've been cleared for tonight's game. They are optimistic about Jonas Valanciunas. So actually, I'm sorry, they will play. Latest report is that they will play because Dave McMenamin says they will play. Mike Trudell at the same time tweeted out something that they're optimistic Jonas will play. But according to Dave McMenamin, Jonas and Zion will be in the lineup tonight for a big front line against the Los Angeles Lakers. Team, though, can do it. We can do it. If we play as well as we did in that late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, we have a chance to go ahead and make some noise, especially with D'Lo. If he gets hot again, he's coming back off of a day's rest, extra day's rest. So let's see what he can do coming off that day's rest after that tune-up on Wednesday. Let's see what he can do right there tonight against the New Orleans podcast. Danny from LA, I should join this podcast. Well, if you want to, give me a shout out at LakersFastBreak@yahoo.com. I'll be on to 7 p.m. Just letting you know, I'm just here for a quick primer before we go to playback.tv/LakersFastBreak. Zangerstein says that's what, if you're a playoff team, you should never draft a prospect. You need to draft those top college sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Kurt Affair, greetings and salutations yourself, my friend. Great to have you here. It is the Lakers Fast Break. It's never truly a Lakers Fast Break unless you're here, Kurt. At least we like to let you think it isn't a Lakers Fast Break officially until you're here. So you're here now. So good to have you here. Z, you are correct. But then again, Cam Whitmore tonight, last time I checked, he had 17. I'm sure he has more than that now. I was told not to mention Cam Whitmore on our shows anymore. And you see how much I obey to that command. So Cam Whitmore is doing outstanding once again for a Houston team not playing that great tonight. So we'll see what happens down the road as far as JHS, Maxwell Lewis. Can we get them offloaded in a trade in the offseason to maybe get some better assets down the line? We'll see if that happens. But yeah, truly disappointing when over 50 games in the season, your first and your second round draft pick have given you absolutely nothing at the NBA level. So yes, very disappointing indeed. But is the Lakers Fast Break? Maybe you will get a dash of Skylar Mays in the lineup tonight as far as maybe in the rotation, but we'll see. Once again, with Jaime Jaquez Jr., Brandon Podziemski, which a lot of people out there really have enjoyed his play at Golden State. Cam Whitmore, again, he has 17 points tonight, 3 of 5 from 3, 5 of 9 overall for the Houston Rockets. These are individuals that the Lakers could have chosen instead of Jalen Hood-Schifino, who is probably not going to give you a lot tonight. Maybe he will. Maybe it's finally time for JHS to step up without, of course, Max Christie, without, of course, Cam Reddish, without, of course, Gabe Vincent, without, of course, Jared Vanderbilt, all out of the lineup tonight. But D'Angelo Russell is back in. Hopefully he can provide some stretch three. Hopefully Austin Reeves will shoot better than 6 of 16 tonight. And if that's the case, who knows? The Lakers can stay in it. LeBron in a back-to-back didn't play well on the front end of the back-to-back. Hopefully he will play better on the back-to-back. I don't expect much on the defensive end, especially on a back-to-back, but maybe he can pick it up. Lakers be in transition a little bit more, and he can get some easier buckets to make his efficiency a little bit better and maybe open up that jump shot a little bit more. Empire says, speaking it into existence, Podfather, the JHS game is coming. The JHS game is coming. When? Could it be this season, Empire Jeff? Next? Or the next? Or the next? We just saw Killian Hayes, a top 10 pick. We just saw James Bouknight, a top 10 pick, I believe both from the 2021 draft. They have both been waived yesterday. So let's hope JHS avoids that fate in 3 years down the line. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely looking forward to a good game tonight. Will the Lakers be able to overcome the odds? Because again, as I mentioned earlier, the New Orleans Pelicans come in a day rested in Los Angeles, coming off a victory over the Clippers, 3.5 point favorites over the Lakers. Yes, Kurt Affair, he was a number 7 pick. Bouknight was also a pretty high pick as well. They were both waived, and they're from the 2021 draft. So interested to see where they're landing up. Killian is a good defender, but he cannot shoot to save his life. So, I mean, if he comes on to the Lakers, be prepared for a lot of bricks out there as well. Empire Jeff TV says, if he could just play like he does in the G League. Don't we say that about Colin Castleton? Yes, Colin Castleton's so great. He's so great. He does so well in a G League. Yeah, might have to start playing him some minutes as well in the rotation if you don't like what you see from Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes as well. Kurt says if Killian can't shoot, he'll fit right in. Yes, he will for one of the worst shooting teams out there, the Los Angeles Lakers. You figure if the Lakers couldn't shoot well overall as a team, you figure they could be better defensively. But yes, that doesn't work out. Joe Ingles says it's another loss for us, Gerald. Don't have any hope anymore for this team. My, how the tables have turned in the past few days, Joe. You were so optimistic this time last week when you were on our show, and now things have kind of turned out after, of course, not getting much or anything at the trade deadline done by Rob Pelinka, which is still frustrating to me. And I'm sure Empire Jeff could go ahead and elaborate on his channel as well about how the Lakers, okay, if you're not going to go and get that rotation player that you need, if you're not going to go out and get that starter that you need, like DeJounte Murray or Jeremy Grant or whoever, then at least get the $2 million, the small amount of money that you need to get off of to get under the repeater tax and avoid the repeater tax, and at least get Genie 11, 12, 13, $14 million. Now it's been reduced to about $11 million from what I've seen the latest estimates as far as the payouts are concerned. At least make the move, Rob, to trade Christian Wood, to, I don't know, trade Taurean Prince for a second or so and get off that tax, get off the penalties. But Rob didn't even do that. He didn't even do that. The Lakers will still be a repeater tax team if they if they continue to go ahead down this road for the rest of the season, which at this point they have no choice to. So yeah, just very disappointing. They couldn't make up their mind what to do. And it looks like it's going to cost the Lakers once again. Joe Ingles says, even though they get Spencer Dinwiddie, Marcus Morris, Kyle Lowry, still I don't have hope anymore for this team. Well, Spencer Dinwiddie was behind the bench last night talking to Mark Cuban as the Dallas Mavericks were in New York at MSG last night. So I'm not going to say it's a foregone conclusion because he's not on the team yet, but it's pretty much leaning to where his greatest success was with the Dallas Mavericks. So we'll see. Zangerstein says, Empire Jeff, the team has two 30-year-olds, AD and Braun. Everybody else is in their 20s. But look at Denver. They drafted 20-plus-year-old college players, not rookies. Empire says, plus they'll have to waive a player if they want to get two guys. That is correct because they're at 14 right now, Joe Ingles. So, yeah, they would have to waive a player to go ahead and get two players if they wanted to go ahead and make that available. So we'll see. I'm surprised that some of these buyouts already haven't agreed to other teams as of yet. Maybe they're still playing the field. Maybe the teams are still playing them. We'll have to see. But yeah, very interested to find out exactly where everybody is going to go ahead and go as far as these buyouts are concerned and who the Lakers might be interested in picking up. But yes, I'm surprised if you didn't get what you were meaning to get out there in regards to a player that can help you now or players that can help you now, at least get out of the repeater tax so you don't have to cost the team more when you want to go well into the tax, maybe next year after a big trade. Just sound, smart financial thinking. And unfortunately, it just avoided the Lakers so far from what I'm seeing. Nothing that was done at the trade deadline to get out of that or to get better in any substantial ways. So we'll see what the Lakers can get for the buyout market if any one of these buyouts will head on over to the Lakers. Kurt Affair says if Wiseman couldn't get minutes in Detroit, most likely he is out of the league soon. Kurt, I think he'll get another chance. I really think he'll get another chance before he's out of the league. I think he'll get one more chance from a team that thinks they can work magic with him. Might be the Lakers if they think that. They thought they could work magic with Jackson Hayes, and you can see that he does have spurts where there's some potential, but he's never been able to put it together as of yet. So maybe he can still in the remaining 30 games that the Lakers have left, but we'll see. Kurt Affair says Adam Ham didn't want to trade his son. Yes, that would have been a shame. So Zangerstein says the Mavs can offer up to $4 million for a buyout candidate, such as Spencer Dinwiddie, while the Lakers can only offer up to $1.5 million. Kurt Affair says that Wiseman could be another Anthony Bennett situation. The Raps try getting him a chance as well. I'd say one more team at least for James Wiseman. Joe Engel says, we are poor, Gerald, and we need a new owner, which is ironic for a team that's valued by Forbes between $8 to $12 billion, depending on who you talk to. So, yeah, the irony in that we are a poor team. Adam Hurley says, I guess Rob wanted to, Kurt, as far as trade Taurean Prince, but I guess nothing was meant to be because, he is the teacher's pet for Darvin Ham, who was in our chat last night, and Darvin Ham didn't say much about his relationship then with Taurean Prince, but you could tell it's a very close one with the way he gets plenty of time on the team. We'll see with Rui Hachimura now in the starting lineup. We'll see how far and how well he can play. He's no longer has to be thought of in trade rumors for now, although he didn't play well last night, only scoring 2 points for the team. Hopefully he can get more done facing off against Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And I'm assuming that we're going to see a lot of Rui against Zion tonight in Los Angeles. So definitely looking forward to the game tonight. Please join me and the rest of the crew, of course, at playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break for tonight's game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking forward to a great matchup. Cannot wait for it. Hopefully the Lakers can overcome the 3.5 point underdog status that they're currently in. So definitely would be grateful if you would join us for that or any part of the simulcast on YouTube or Facebook. Looking forward to a good game tonight. Looking forward to seeing when we can get it done. And if we can go ahead and come out with the victory. Would love to get a chance to be able to get back 2 games above 500 and then get back into somewhat of a decent shape in the Western Conference with a nice little winning streak, hopefully to close out the month and close out, just before the All-Star break as well. Joe Engel said, hey, Gerald, Big Butt Lowry will help us get rebounds. He will, but he is not the same Kyle Lowry that I think a lot of people remember. And I think they'll be in for a shock as far as the Kyle Lowry that is playing today or the one that's sitting out today because he hasn't played or reported yet to the Charlotte Hornets. I think he's expecting a buyout. We'll see if that's the case. But yeah, please join us on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Stone Hansen and Joe were manning the ship last night. We'll see who mans it tonight as far as playback is concerned, but also YouTube and Facebook as well. Definitely glad to have you aboard and sharing your thoughts when we go live on the air for the playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break live game, which is going to be up here in just a few minutes. So definitely looking forward to that. Kurt Affair says, problem is the team's owner's wealth. We need a bomber type of guy who will get us the championship toilets we absolutely deserve. Nobody says it better than Kurt. Nobody. Absolutely. I think that Kurt Affair is the best Lakers chatter that's out there. Yes, nobody comes up with the more sly, the more intelligent, the more funny and irreverent quotes than Kurt Affair. Absolutely. So, yes. Still trying to get you on the show, Kurt. Love to have you on. But Zangerstein says, Kurt, I think the NBA is going further and further towards that direction. Look at Mark Cuban. He loved the Mavs, yet he is still a businessman and he knows when it's time to sell and still have control. So he has his cake and eat it too. That's the great part about it, Z. He sold interest, a huge interest in his team, and still has control of where the future is headed for the Dallas Mavericks. Cake and eat it too. But once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much again for watching and listening. Want to check out my stream, Empire Jeff's stream. Just truly appreciate you being part of the Lakers Fast Break community. I cannot thank you enough for supporting us here. Kurt Affair says, thanks, Gerald, but I can't top Z's knowledge. She is the best. I agree. She is the best indeed. We're all just throwing flowers. We're all trying to be nice to each other. We're all trying to be good to each other. And then Joe will be here and make sure we cannot continue to do that. So, yes, throw your flowers now, everyone, before Joe comes in, either on the playback here or on the post game. And don't forget, Lakers Nightcap with Joe Sorrell to close out your night, 11 p.m. Pacific, right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the pregame for now. Again, if the Lakers can go out, get in transition, get some good buckets, rebound, keep Zion off the boards and seemingly try to slow him down a bit, make him work for his shots. Brandon Ingram, make him work for some shots. And also as well, of course, shoot decently. 35, 38% from three. I think we can pull it out. I think we can get the job done. Kurt Affair says, Joe will be like, I don't need to be nice. What am I, Santa? Yeah, he'd probably throw a curse word in there. Yeah, I think he'd probably do that as well. Zangerstein says it's how you form the contracts. The Sands are banking that Texas will eventually open up for gambling. Yes, because the world now is going to revolve around gambling, which Joe absolutely hates. He absolutely hates all these sports leagues being dominated by sports gambling. But once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Truly appreciate it. I'm going to be finding a link here soon, and hopefully the game will be starting shortly. Looking forward to Darvin Ham. They're showing his press conference right now. Can't wait for to hear what he's saying. So we're going to head over to the feed now on playback, but definitely looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Please let us know in the chat, playback or Facebook or YouTube. And don't forget the best post game in town is right here at the Lakers Fast Break. And Kurt Affair says, see, that's what I'm here for, to bring everyone down a notch. Absolutely indeed. But we still love you, Kurt. We still do. Once again, it's Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much again for watching and listening. We'll be back for playback, playback.tv, Lakers Fast Break, and then, of course, the best post game in town and the best nightcap in town, Lakers Nightcap with Joe Sorrell. That is still to come, and it's still to come very soon, starting in just a few moments right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast.